Hey Jeff, what's going on, bud? Good. The game just launched. I'm about to hop on my laptop and do some retweeting here. Yeah, I know how to spell the word newlywed. Why? Oh. Okay. No, I'll fix that right away. Thanks for letting me know. Appreciate you. Okay. Yeah. Alright, yeah, we'll talk to you later. No, thank you. Alright, bye. Okay. Hey everybody, JK Calloway here at Real JK Calloway, coming at you with the results for this week's hashtag skirmish game, and this week we played hashtag rejected newlywed game questions. For the most part. Sorry for everyone who played the wrong tag. I did like as many as I could from the skirmish handle, and I feel like a righteous ass, so yay. Of course, people were playing two different tags, so we did not trend. And that's my fault. I'll take that one. I do apologize. I'm a schmuck sometimes. No excuses. I misspelled the word newlywed. Really. But a lot of people put a lot of funny stuff in, so we'll get right to that in a moment. But of course, first, please do make sure you download the hashtag Roundup app. They promote so many great games, including my own, despite misspellings and such. They still promoted the game, thankfully. I mentioned a few of my favorites last time. There's some more I can think of off the top of my head. At I Can Hash is a great game, same day as my game, and they always put funny stuff out there and get great responses. TLC Princess and The Real Jamar host that one. It's outstanding. Always love playing that game. The Freakers Ball is one I try to play every week when I can. That's been going on as long as Skirmish is going on. I think it's been going on longer, actually, so it's an outstanding game. Look up the game, look at the hosts. You'll play along too. And another one of my favorites, at Two Girls and a Tag, which is a gross handle, but outstanding. I love it. It's two of the funniest people on Twitter. I don't care who you are. They're brilliant. Charlie was my first co-host of Skirmish, so special place in my heart for Charlie. Plus, she's just a killer. Charlie_CK14 and Spence by Us. They are both killers. One of my favorite games of all time. All of those are on the hashtag Roundup apps. Make sure you download today. And of course, please do hit subscribe for me on this channel. We're a little bit over 300 now. Let's go for 400. Yeah! For the most part, I just do these videos calling out taggers for funny stuff, but I try to put more stuff on there as I go. Of course, I've got the 2 kids, family, and a full-time job, so I do what I can. But it's always fun making these, giving shout-outs, so please do hit subscribe and let me know that you enjoy them. And also, a longtime tagger actually brought up something I did, a good year and a half ago, and we did a top 10 hashtaggers list. At Angry Ref brought that up to me a little bit ago, and it might be high time to do another one. You know, the scene has changed a little bit. There's new people, and there's some people that left, and why not? I might just do that again with the help of Angry Ref. You brought it up, my friend, so I'm going to make you help me with it. Some people got a little butthurt about it, but it's all in good fun, man. The number ones in my lists that I make don't win anything. It means you had a really funny tag, and I thought it was the funniest for a week. Don't get all butthurt about it. So there might be some new content coming up for the channel, so make sure you subscribe today. But now let's get right into it. Our top 10 for this week's hashtag skirmish game, hashtag rejected newlywed game questions. Without the E. Number 10 comes from I'll See Ya. Who was better in bed, your wife or her sister? I would assume it'd be the wife. I mean, granted, you don't want to marry the whore. You know what I mean? Male or female, don't get me wrong. Do they really want to share that talent with just one person for the rest of their life? You know what I mean? If you're really good at something, you want to spread the word. Number 9 comes from Life's Become a GIF. Daddy? This one just caught me off guard. I don't know why that makes me laugh so much. It would just be so funny to see that actually honestly. Next question's for the men. Daddy? Especially as a yes or no question. It's like, yep. Daddy. Number 8 comes from Dallas Knights. On a scale of 1 to 10, how sexually frustrated is your wife? 4? It's not below 5. She seems to be into it. She married me. I try to make sure she goes first. As far as I know, she does consistently. You know what? I'm going to say it's a 3. Okay? I'm going to say it's a 3. I'm going to say I'm competent enough to keep her at like a 3. You know? If we're in the shower, it's more than that. Number 7 comes from Carrie Kendall. How many side chicks would your husband say he has kept since your marriage? Like, I barely have time to shoot these videos. You know what I mean? Like, who has time in their life to keep up 2 relationships? Like, it almost makes me respect Mormons. It doesn't. I can barely keep a second friendship going outside my marriage, let alone one with sex involved. Like, there shouldn't be the stigma just because it's impressive the amount of work it must take. Number 6 comes from May Murphy 13. Who gave who the HPV? There's no male test yet. As far as I know, I don't think there's a test for it for men. Like, you can't catch it in men. Like, I mean, you can catch it if you're a man, but you know what I mean? You can't detect it if you're a dude. So, women are the ones who spread it. Obviously. Number 5 comes from Joey Fontana 3. What color is this dress? It's blue and black. It's blue and black. Like, who sees gold and whatever? Like gold and gray or something? Is that the other option? It's blue and black. If you see something else, you're weird. Number 4 comes from R. Wads. What is one thing that he does with his side piece that you wish he did to you? Is that something you do if you, like, have a second relationship? Like, do you have different kind of sex? Like, do you have different styles for different people? Like, I've pretty much done the same deal with every relationship I've had since I lost it at around 16. I've clearly gotten better in as much as I can last longer, and I, slowed down now. Speaking of getting better, number 3 comes from Callaway Teacher. My wife. It's my list. Plus it was funny, so ha. What size strap-on does your husband prefer? This seems a little personal. I don't do that. I just want to be clear that I think the term is pegging. Never tried it. Might be my thing, but poo comes from there. Nope. Like, that's the thing about anal. We're gonna go on an anal rant now. Like, we've never tried it on either side, me or my wife, because for me, I think the biggest reason is poo comes from there. I don't want poo on my pee-pee. I've never even been tempted to try because apparently it's tighter or something. It's like, well, yeah, it's a smaller hole. It's tighter. I'm sure it's wonderful, but I think it's more of a power thing, and I'm good there. Not my jam. Even with jam. Gross. Number 2 comes from Chelsea Wilson. With a 0, which of your wife's family members would you bang for $10,000? I'm running through the list in my head. We were just at a wedding this past weekend, so most of them were there. No, not even like spouses or anything. Like maybe a cousin's girlfriend. Well, 2 of the cousin's girlfriends. I got the cream of the crap out of that family, man. I won. I got the best one, far and away. Now, before we get to our number 1, let's take a look at some honorable mentions, including one from the host at RealJKCalloway. One from me. How many times a week do you have to tell your husband that anal is not an option? 0. Here, at least. Poo comes from there. One from @CalSquared. How many walkers have you killed? If you're in the world of the show or the comic, if they answer less than 10, you don't marry them. If you're in our current world that's not a TV show, if they say more than 0, you run. One from @MilesToGo13. How long did your partner say it would be in months before you got a divorce? Well, we're not religious, so we've never set a date. It's kind of amazing how the rate of divorce is like exponentially higher in religious people as opposed to non-religious people. Aren't you guys the one making a lifelong pact, like in the eyes of God and stuff? And you don't really take it too seriously, do you? Anyway, I'm not gonna go on another marriage rant. Just, you know, if a guy seems like he might one day hit you, don't marry him. One from @BlueButterflyE1. Okay, your beautiful blushing bride, her supportive sister, and her loving mother. Fuck, marry, kill. Can I just fucking marry my wife and kill the other 2? And one from @CraigFlynn1. The first time you went clubbing as a couple, who killed the most seals? Oh, that is just delightfully evil. I remember the first time we went, dance clubbing, and it was kind of a shit show. Some drunk guy grabbed her and started dancing her while I was at the bathroom or something. Eventually he got thrown out because he was drunk and basically molesting her on the floor. I mean, grabbing her and trying to kiss her and stuff, and she's not, one to take that shit, so he got kicked out pretty fast. And then the first time we went clubbing seals, Heidi Klum was super pissed. I'm the reason he has the scars. And our number 1 for this week's hashtag skirmish game comes from @TheRealMadMatt. Your wife and dog are trapped in quicksand. Who do you save? My current dogs, I save my wife. My childhood dogs? Weirdly enough, my first dog growing up was a dog named Chachi, because my mom named him. The dog was born a couple months before I was. She loved her some Chachi, and now Scott Baio has me blocked on Twitter. That's not weird. Skin of a melting candle, that one. And I would have saved that dog before my wife, because at the time, my wife would have been a child that I did not know. I'm not a romantic. She'd be dead. And there it is, my friends, our top 10 for this week's hashtag skirmish game. Hashtag rejected newlywed questions. Thank you everyone for playing along. Lots of funny stuff out there. Before I let you go, make sure you hit subscribe at the bottom of the screen for me. Let's get me to 400. Why not? Let's pretend it's a community thing. I get all the money, if there's any. There really isn't. But I get all that. But let's pretend it's a community thing. We're in this together. And of course, make sure you download the hashtag Roundup app. Outstanding app, especially if you love hashtagging, which I'm guessing you do if you're watching this video. There's games all day, every day. You will never miss another one once you download the app. Thank you for watching. Keep on hashtagging out there, and we will talk to you next Wednesday.